Hi guys, Scott from IT Rockstars here. In this video I'm going to show you what some of the larger MSPs here in the UK, what they're doing right with their website and what they're doing wrong with their website. I kind of love just critiquing websites as such in general. You might get some takeaways from this. Hopefully you do. We'll just get stuck right in here. I have built up a list over the last 2 years. I've got an IT directory on my website, itrockstars.co.uk. You can submit your MSP business on there. I've got over 1,000 people listed, or 1,000 MSPs listed on that directory. And what I found is I've, I've designed an API basically that once someone lists their website, in fact, if I show you what that looks like, if I go over to the blog section here, 2 seconds, and then if I go down to add your business to the website, I've designed an API that basically speaks to Companies House here in the UK, and it looks at the annual turnover of these MSPs. So I've got over 1,000 of them here. It's taking a little while to load. Let's maybe, that's interesting. Let's go to the IT company one. I have to get that fixed. Okay. So yeah, we've got 1,000 business here. There's actually literally over 1,000 in the UK. We've only got a few US and Australian, which is surprising considering. But the API connects with UK Companies House, so I get an annual turnover of a lot of these MSPs that disclose that information. I've put that into a big spreadsheet, and I have the turnover figures here. Some of them have question marks against them. I've sorted the turnover here, and some of the larger MSPs in the space. I don't know how accurate these numbers are. They range all the way from pretty much, £1,000, $1,000, all the way up to 16, what looks like £1,000,000. I'm not entirely sure if that one's correct or not. I don't think there's an MSP as big as that. But if I look at something maybe down at the 65 million, is that 65 million? Surely not. It is. It can't be 65 million. Anyway, this one is phoenix.co.uk. They were bought out by Daisy. We look a little bit further down here though, at what's the company that I had up here? ANS means business. So ANS turnover, supposedly, I'm just counting the number of zeros. They turn over 32 million pounds per year. I'm not entirely sure of that figure. However, let's have a look at their website. If they're turning over 32 million pounds per year, that must be a mammoth MSP. ANS means business. We are the UK's #1 managed cloud service provider. Right off the bat, what is that telling you about the business? That is telling you they're talking about themselves in that copyright. They don't have the customer's mind in focus. The customer wants to know about them. They don't want to know about particularly the business. Now, the reason I say that, or the reason that I'm saying that, is your copyright has to speak to the customer. To give you an example of that, on the IT Rockstars website, we have got generate qualified MSP leads every month without cold calling or networking. I am in that copyright. I'm speaking to you as an individual business owner. I know what your pain point in your business is, and I am sort of I'm trying to show you what the value of my company is. I wouldn't say ANS are doing that within this unless they're speaking to maybe IT managers or I don't know, potentially public sector. We're the UK's #1 managed cloud service provider. Now, I can't actually see, who's saying this information. Who's saying that they're #1? They are. That's the other big question mark I have about this. Now, obviously, they're maybe more of a corporate entity if they're turning over 32 million pounds. But that copyright in that right there leaves me with some sort of question marks in my head. Going down the page, I do like their graphics and logo. That looks pretty cool. But again, we go back to the copywriting, and we've got here, contact us, fill in a form. There's no there's no sort of benefit there about why they should fill in the form, what's going to be the outcome for them filling in the form. It's like fill in a form. Does someone really want to fill in a form on their, is that going to drive someone to actually fill in the form? So the way that I'm going to go back to my website and my copywriting experience, and the way that I've done this is my call to action is start generating MSP leads online. So what I've done there is I put exactly what my service does for the client's business as the call to action. Okay. That's what you want to that's what you want to kind of be doing when you have these call to actions on your website. So the words fill in a form are like totally the wrong call to action. You're not, unless you've got someone that's into hanging around post offices or has worked in a council building for too long that loves filling in forms, you don't want this type of copyright on your website. So that's the first MSP. Second one I'm going to pick on is Softcat. Now, I know these guys because their sales guy called me up and he's so desperate for to sell me something. He says he's going to drive up from Glasgow to Aberdeen on January 4th to meet me for 30 minutes. So I said to him at the end of the conversation, yeah, sure, no problem. I hope you have some other sales calls scheduled in that, because that's just a massive red flag if he's just up there for this 30 minutes. Inefficient, to say the least. But Softcat, they are a larger MSP. They've got a number of offices around the UK. If I do a search on my database for them, so let's do Softcat. I don't find them on there. That's cool though. I don't see them in there, so I can't tell you what their turnover is. But what I'd like to point out about these guys is probably just the lack of clarity on their website. They have this. I'm on their hybrid infrastructure page on their website, and their headline here is introduction. Okay, it's an introduction. It seems to be very formal. And they've got here, any organization that wants to turn a client opportunity into sustained business needs the right mix of on-premise data center and cloud infrastructure with a clear plan on what belongs in the public cloud and what should remain on-premise. Now, to me, that is a statement. It's like, you're telling me what I should have. You're also going about the public cloud. What the hell is that? If you are someone that doesn't know about technology, and what is on premises, that's maybe a little bit easier to get. Then we have almost like the sort of call to action here. Start your hybrid infrastructure with the right information and discover a range of efficiency improvements and cost savings. That is just, I guess, it's too generalized. I don't know. It's just like, yeah, save money and become more efficient. Who has never heard of those terms before in any type of copywriting? We scroll down. They've got this kind of graphic here. I'm not going to go into that. It tells you about the private cloud. Then we have a number of logos here. There seem to be all different colors all over the place. They've got like this dark blue. They've got this maroon color almost, and green, and then like a pink, a purple, then a purple, then a sort of pink. Then we've got a slider. Now, if anyone knows anything about a slider, they don't convert on websites. And then we come back to these crazy colors again. We've got red, maroon, dark blue, red, green. What does this all mean? It doesn't. It just mixes the whole logo up. And to top things off, we have logos of all of those, all of their suppliers and all of their technology suppliers, which is just going to confuse the hell out of your average Joe Blogs that's looking for IT. They don't know who Amazon AWS is. There's no Amazon logo in there. And like, oh, are they an Amazon company? Maybe they noticed the smile. Do they sell books? Are they retail? What are they? Who knows? So I really think having logos of the tech providers, yeah, for you, it's like cool to have them on your website, but for other, for your business clients, that aren't in technology, they don't have the slightest clue why these are on your website. And maybe Microsoft would be one of them, but the rest of them, I'm not sure. And we scroll down again. This looks okay. They've got a form on their actual website. That's good. The form's right there in the page, and they look to be GDPR compliant because they're actually opting you. You have to opt in before you can opt out. So that's cool. That's what I would say with Softcat. And then I've looked at both of these websites before I actually recorded this video. The third one is going to be totally random. Let's scroll down the list. Let's look at someone that's earning. Let's go around about the 4 million mark. Something that's slightly easier to pronounce. A lot. Silver Sands. Okay, so Silver Sands are earning £3.5 million per year, and this is their website. Let's see what they've got going on, which looks it looks quite cool actually. I quite like the fact the phone number is prominent. It's bolded. It is a logo, so that's fine though. It doesn't matter if it's too much if it's a logo there. They've kind of got things swapped around. A lot of companies have got their logo on the left and then they got the phone number on the right. Nothing wrong with that. They're playing it different. I kind of like that. Let's have a look at the copyright here. We partner in your digital transformation. Okay, I think they're definitely on point with their copyright here. The whole buzzwords for the last couple of years now has been digital transformation. They've got you in mind. They've got the customer in mind. So we partner with your. They're very much about you by the looks of that copyright. Partnering in your digital transformation. Okay, so they're basically repeating what they're saying there, but that's cool. They're obviously probably looking for some SEO juice in digital transformation. Silver Sands is an IT consultancy specialized in Microsoft Office 365 and cloud and hybrid infrastructure. Through professional services support, we provide cutting-edge expertise to guide organizations on their journey towards a modern workplace. Okay, these words are capitalized. That's maybe just because it's some sort of a saying that's in vogue at the moment, where users enjoy a full productivity benefits of technology, secure and compliant environment. So this is very much what I would call very much on-T. It's kind of like, you know, they're saying what needs to be said, very much to the point. I wouldn't say it doesn't stand out to me. It's very much it's by the book, which is fine because it is IT, but it doesn't stand out that much, that copyright to me. But it does dot the T's and crosses the I's. Some of our clients. Okay, so that titles maybe just throws me off a little bit. Some of our clients, okay, so they're obviously got a couple of logos here of their actual clients, which is cool. I kind of like that. They've grayed out the logos. That's all right. We know companies have a diverse and sometimes extremely complex IT requirements. So again, they're speaking to the customer and with customer focused. And that very much usually is the case. There are complex IT requirements as the company is bigger and bigger. From a general IT infrastructure, communications, hybrid and complete collaborations, internet security, we have had the pleasure to work with some of the UK's most successful organisations. So they're proud of it. They're just saying that on their website. That's kind of neat. I kind of like that. Here's a selection of those that we work with and what you will find case studies on the site. So there's actual case studies here on the site. That's even cooler. So I could click on here. One that I'm probably interested in just because I'm up here in Aberdeen would be someone like Swire. So we've got Mark Irvin who talks about Swire. Don't actually, that actually looks like a category page because it's not coming up. The actual post is not coming up here. I can't click on Mark's name. It's gone. Okay, so that's a little bit interesting. That's on the front page, and I can't actually get to that content. Let's check on Siemens. Again, Mark seems to be the guy to speak to. Back a couple of years ago, he's done a couple of blog posts on these clients, but again, I can't read the content. Let's go. No, I'm not going to go and check out what Mark's profile is. That's not part of this video. Enter your email to receive Silver Sands updates. Okay. That doesn't even. Again, that's another call to action. Oh, enter your email so you can get another email in your inbox. Okay. So there's no benefit to that. You know, it's it comes down to, and I'm going to put this again back to my IT rock stars. So my link that or my email capture form, how I ask for an email. Let's go to that. Go down to the podcast here. Taking its time. Let's go on to the Nate Freeman podcast. I've got this nice girl here. Now, obviously, you can get away with this in the market that you're selling to, but I know the market I'm selling to, it's usually a male of a certain age, and I have this copyright here. You can probably ignore that first bit. 153 IT support Google search terms every MSP needs to know about. Free download. So you put your name, email, and then there you go, download. So I'm actually stating why I'm wanting to get your email address. I'm going to give you something. It's going to be worth your time putting your email address in here. It's not just so you can get another email. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, folks. If you would like your website critiqued, I want to do this on YouTube, or Facebook, both. I'll probably send it out to both, but I want to critique your website on the camera. So you will get feedback on your website and what I think is right and what I think is wrong on your website, what you could maybe do better. I will do that free of charge for the first 5 IT companies that send me their URL via, let's say, just leave a comment below wherever you see this, YouTube or Facebook, and I will critique it. The cool thing about it is you'll also get some exposure as well on the website, because I'll be critiquing these in the next blog post. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. That's 17 minutes, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.